Finally, it's that time, Lisa.
Woo-hoo.
Everybody, I would like to introduce you, Miss Lisa Pelo.
Without further ado.
Hello.
Finally, I've been dying to talk to you. That's crazy. We got to go through like all the segments first, you know, and then it's like, Lisa, what's up?
Got to build anticipation. That's what we're doing.
Right. So Glass Arts, Indiana.
Yeah.
Look at those little snowmen right there.
It's so awesome.
They look so delicate and light, but they are
But they're
solid
super
glass,
heavy.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys at Glass Arts Indiana are doing so much stuff. Your December and your holiday season and into the New Year is packed out with different stuff.
Yes.
And you guys teach people how to, you know, start doing glass blowing.
How to make those guys on
And
screen
the
and on the table.
professionals show what they got, I'm sure, and do different stuff.
Yeah. So, yes, we offer quite a few hands-on sessions. I arrange them seasonally, but I throw in our good old favorites too, like traditional paperweights, and you're able to. We are so proud of the fact of all the hands-on studios. It's a way that we make an income, but all the studios really are super cautious, and we like get you up close, and we have you gather the glass and shape it and pick up your color, and you know, you don't have to stand behind the line. We want you to come in and really try it so that you understand what we love so much about it.
Yeah.
So fun to work with.
Get in and get their hands dirty.
Darn right.
Ooh, that is so cool.
2,100 degrees Fahrenheit. We like it.
OMG.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, the process of this, I've seen a few videos and stuff, but like, what in the world? Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, you got to get this glass hot, like it's molten lava. You pour it into like molds and stuff, and then like you have that stick, and you're like, woo-doo, and then you like you
Molds?
clip
There
it.
ain't no molds, is there?
Or what? I
Do you
don't
use
know.
molds?
Very few and far between.
Okay.
Comparing that. So we always have our furnace on. It runs 24 hours a day, 2,100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
So we teach you how to go in there and pick it up out of that crucible and learn to manipulate it.
Ooh, what a
shape
name.
it, add color.
Sounds like a torture device. The crucible. Not the crucible.
And then reheat it and then figure out how to sculpt it and maneuver it and keep it from dripping on the ground. You gotta
Right.
learn that,
How,
right?
Yeah,
How
so-
can you stick these cute little fellas in a crucible?
Look at him.
This took a dark
They're
twist.
a bunch of cuties, that's for sure. It's a very popular session, obviously, this time of year, all the way into where there's no snow flying anymore. So
People love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. You know, it just is like, you guys are artists doing this stuff. It's not like you are sticking it in a mold, right? It's like you have to have this stick thing, and you're constantly shaping and building this and doing all this stuff with it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you have to have like a vision going into that, right? And just like, you know what you're doing and stuff. It's so cool that you're teaching people how to do this stuff.
Is that your gallery store? What is this on screen here?
So what you're seeing is our entryway. So we are inviting you to come in and sit and watch what we do every day. You're seeing our entryway gallery, and then through the double doors, you see a little gallery sign that invites you to see the larger scale, more skilled artwork created by our artist members.
Yeah.
And I got to say, big kudos. That's a group that came in for an event to come in together. So I just showed you, like, you know, we do hands-on private groups, holiday parties, but then our regular grouping always is booked open enrollment through Eventbrite.
Yeah.
We have a fabulous handful of artists. Not only are you a glass artist, but then what we do in the teaching, that's a special skill set to work with somebody little scared, little intimidated,
Knows what they're
anxious,
doing,
you know,
right?
frightened, that kind of thing. It's like,
Just has done
calm
this
and
for a
breathe.
I'm afraid of the
Yeah.
crucible. Well, you should be.
No, these people are here learning from masters, right? That's really
right.
cool.
Very
You know,
cool.
not everybody's a teacher, and I tell you, we have several fabulous ones. Really, they're guiding you through, giving you info. But we have long-term classes too, so we get you your foot in the door, try that hot, sweating stuff, and
Yeah,
come
so
back.
people can,
Yeah.
get better at it
That's
and,
right.
and make their own
That's
little
right.
doodads
That's
and
right.
stuff.
Continue to build skill sets.
That's
we
so
love
fun.
that.
How long have you been doing this?
I
Glass
am
blowing.
working glass over 30 years now.
Oh,
Wow.
what got you started? I mean, did you see someone doing it? Just
David
really
Steinmetz, sorry to interrupt.
your eye?
David Steinmetz, we see your comments.
There you
William
go.
Willett, we see yours.
David.
We see these comments coming in. So thank you
Yes.
guys so much for
Thanks
Yeah.
for commenting.
for doing that. If you got any questions for our professional here with in regards to glass blowing or the crucible, send them to us. All right, keep it going.
So
Vinny.
is that like in the oven where, is the crucible in the oven that where you kind of get it hot in there? Or?
No, we have an oven too. We have a furnace with a crucible. We have reheating chambers. That's where you go back to get it hot, so you create and maintain the high temperature. And then what we call the oven, we put your last piece, like these little fellas, they have to go cool down properly. So we put him in the oven to cool them off and
a little less hot,
de-stress themselves.
Yeah,
fellas.
I can't
They
imagine.
cool way down. They're snowmen now. They really cool down. One
All
extreme
the
to the
steps to make these bad
There-
boys.
there
I
are a lot
mean,
of steps.
yeah,
A
and you
lot.
know, it's kind of like I asked my hairdresser that. I was like, if you don't do these exact steps, what happens? And she's like, everything goes to shit.
We'll send you to the crucible.
So it's cool that you just got all these steps to do. I mean, it's incredible.
So many steps.
I'm sure with
Yeah.
the color and the different designs and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I've loved the videos where they, blow into it and goes like with the big bubble.
Have you done your homework? Have you watched Blown Away on Netflix?
No, is it
Oh.
glass blowing
That's a thing.
special?
Sweet.
Oh wow, we will have to watch that.
We'll look at
It's
it
so
now.
intriguing.
GlassArtsIndiana.org, is that the best place people can go to find more information and
Yes.
events
There you
and
go.
stuff
Look
like that?
right there. Yeah.
Woo!
That's it. So, I mean, well, that's an old one. Look, that was our major fundraiser, the Prodigious Glass Pumpkin Patch. We do out in the park that's out in front of us. We create hundreds and hundreds. Let me say 600, 700 pumpkins, haul them to the
Wow.
park and sell them. So it's pretty cool.
Holy smokes.
But our artists are all top notch. We have a graduate from Anderson University. We have a graduate from Ball State, a graduate from a college in Japan. I'm from Bowling Green State University. We're all BFA specialty in glass. So we
couldn't
made
ask
this
for
our
a
career.
better team, right?
You're darn right. We made this our career. We knew this right from the
So
start.
I'm on your Facebook page right now, and I initially thought that you just had an event coming up December 22nd.
No.
This what is it? The coolest snow people wear snazzy hats, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I pull up your events page today. I'm like, holy smokes! Look at all these events. So you've got a lot of these are sold out. So,
Yes.
but you can go to I don't know. Is this the best place to go? The
Absolutely.
Facebook page.
Yeah, because it rolls you to Eventbrite.
Right. You can go here, you click on that, and then you can find tickets,
Ooh,
and
good
then
map,
it brings you in. So
There you go.
yeah, you'll see that a lot of these are sold. Like this one, sold out. Yeah.
Yep.
So I went to when I was looking earlier, I went here, popped up here, and this is kind of maybe an easy way to, since you guys are
right.
blowing up so much, pun intended. You can see it says right there, sold out, sold out. That one's not sold out, sold out. I mean, you see how successful this is, and you guys are getting some pretty good accolades from around town. Indie Star, Wish TV, giving you good props, and now in Luke TV show, also giving you good props. So
We thank you very much. This is
course.
awesome.
Yeah. Great.
No, thanks for coming on. We love talking to different people that are doing different things, and glass blowing is such a beautiful art.
Ooh, Chris Duncan
just
says,
can't.
how are colors added to the glass? And you have 20 seconds to answer.
You better come visit the studio.
That is the correct
We'll show
answer.
you there.
That's the correct answer.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Find Glass Arts Indiana on Facebook, and they're doing a good job training and teaching Indianapolis. Bring your families. This is a fun event for Christmas especially, but year round. You guys are just killing it. You guys are
Yes.
doing a great job. I mean, not like Crucible killing it, but you know what I mean. Hopefully everyone is here for the beginning of the segment to catch that joke.
And thank you for all the comments, y'all. We appreciate you guys so much.
They will make it to the TV broadcast. And speaking of TV, that time goes so fast. We are at our 28 minutes and 30 seconds, so we got to do a soft cut for the ABC WRTV broadcast. So make sure you're always tuning in Thursdays to the live stream, Saturdays on ABC WRTV, the podcast platforms. Remember, first one to respond to one of the answers, one of the polls, I'm going to give away one of these $50 District Tap gift cards. First one. You just got to be fast. So that's it.
Uncle Chris, John Bailey, come on, y'all, get on it.
All right. Good night, ABC,
Good night,
WRTV.
ABC. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. I guess I'm supposed to be waving.
Yeah, sure. There we go. We like
Princess
to.
wave.
There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It doesn't have to be. I do. I like to feel like a princess sometimes. All right.
But anyways, now
we're
we
back.
can goof off and do whatever. But
Yeah, that's a little more casual.
yeah,
so no
that-
time limits.
my friends were talking about doodads. I saw those comments
Yeah.
pop up.
Because you use doodad.
I use doodad for like pick anything. Just it can replace literally any word.
Anything
Just
she
be
doesn't
like,
have the word
doodad.
for.
Yeah,
It's like-
now it's like catching
It's
on
like
to us saying
whatchamacallit.
doodad.
It's like a whatchamacallit or you know, who's a what's it or
Who's what
you know.
it's, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty old word, doodad.
Doodad.
Yeah.
I like it. It's nice.
As old as the shoes in your closet.
He brought up
15
shoes
years or
again.
so. You want to hear that, Lisa? Come on. He's got it up for me. I just got these new pair of shoes from Macy's, and they're like up to your kneecaps, right? I really don't do over the knees, but they're like just sparkling diamond shoes. And he's like, what the heck did you get from Macy's? A mini fridge or whatever? Because it just came in this huge box.
Hey, don't air our dirty
One-
laundry.
one
What are you
item.
doing? First of all, most people don't know that we're together. So like, let's pretend.
Well,
Let's keep
sorry
it
to break it to
professional.
you. Next month is
Yeah,
8 years.
Figured it out being, in the same house.
Right.
Walk by a little doggy bed or something.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, we've been together a long time. This guy's awesome. He's been doing this forever, and the show has just been so much fun. It's taking off. We're really enjoying it. And I just hope people, I hope all your stuff gets sold out, right? That's kind of the
That's
deal,
our
right?
goal, to promote and sell the glass art from our artists. Yeah.
Yes, very
Yeah.
cool. Very
Good.
cool.
I would imagine that's good for Christmas gifts, right?
Perfect.
I mean, this is
Perfect.
so
With
people
all
are coming and
price
making their things, and then they do they get to keep it as a gift, or is that a separate thing?
So in our hands-on session, we're guaranteeing you're going to be successful, and you're going to have a nice little gift item or collectible.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I would make a paperweight. I don't know. Those
You
seem
make a
like
clump-
hard. They're
Here-
dunes.
Here's your clump of glass. Good job, buddy. But
Oh, what about like an apple? I can do an apple, just a big bowl with a little
No.
stem. You're like, no, that hard.
that little stem is probably hard.
With a glass leaf? Oh, heck
You can
no.
make a sphere. We'll help you with that.
Gotta keep rolling it. You gotta keep
Or a
rolling
sphere on top of a sphere, like those snowmen right there,
it. Yeah, I'll make a little bowl.
with a Hershey Kiss hat.
I'll just make a bowl, like just a bowl. That's
So
all.
you could come in and do, he had it up online. It's called an infinity bowl. You blow a big bubble
Yes.
and then inhale, and it sucks it backwards, and then it turns into a little functional dish.
That's awesome.
There you go.
What? I
That's what you
had
tried.
that up on screen.
Yeah, you did. It was part of the rotating images that you'd had from where you showed all our sessions. It looked like a little bowl.
I love that.
When you had thrown up all the sessions that came up, and you were like, "Oh, look how many!"
Oh, all the events.
Yes,
Oh, okay. So like in here.
that one in the 3 bowls.
Oh, bowls. Yeah, there we go.
Yep, that's it. You can come do that.
Those are
session.
pretty.
Ooh, those
Yeah.
are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Someone asked earlier.
Oh,
I
wow.
look at it like the way they're so crystal clear and beautiful.
And smooth.
Wow. So is it kind of like a food coloring type of situation, but way more intense? You got to
Sure.
like mix in the colors.
Oh,
and
the
it-
different colors of glass.
So we do compare it to your idea of food coloring. The colors we buy are concentrated colors,
Yeah.
and then you learn to add them to the clear, because that's the only thing in the crucible.
The crucible.
Dun, dun, dun. Not as scary
You
as it
learn
sounds.
to add it in, and then the expectation is to blow it and diffuse it, or stretch it and thin it, and then it becomes its
Like
real
taffy
color.
or something, really.
Yes, it melts in. You thin it like watercolor. You can have it really dense here and then paint it across, and you can get it thinner and thinner, lighter and lighter. So it works that way, and over many years, you learn what its capability is.
Yeah, and mixing colors. I'm
Yeah.
sure creating colors right through mixing. Is that a thing?
Yes, you learn to layer colors like a veiling effect, and that's a painting technique, but the paint concept doesn't match up to color, because they have their own chemical and oxide formulation that creates glass color.
Yeah.
And you can put two together and be totally ugly. And you can put two together and learn that they stack and layer beautifully. So you
got to
learn all
do it
this
a
over
while
long
to
time, a
know,
long
like,
time.
yeah, to know, oh, these colors ain't right together.
So here we're kind of snobby, I have to be honest.
Y'all know what you're doing. Hair flip.
Yeah. So a painter's palette is your primary, secondary colors, black and white, and you do a little dab. Or you can buy them all in a tube so that you can cheat a little bit.
A dab, like a dab.
Yes. A dab. We have 534 colors.
Wow.
From 3 different manufacturers that you need to learn. Of course, you're going to pick your favorite color spectrum or your favorites, but then you have to learn how to put them together, how to stack them, what layer to put them on. Maybe it's a color that can't be beside another color. Maybe you have to put a clear layer between to then layer it
Because it's
above.
glass. It's not like it's freaking like paint, like normal paint. Like we're dealing with hot molten glass, right? And you have to do it in a like time efficient manner and just. Because it's just cooling, right? Like always,
you have to
kind
keep
of
reheating it. That's what that reheating chamber's for. You take whatever you're creating, do your color, reheat it, make it move again. Do your sculpting, do your blowing, go reheat it again. And sometimes, depending on how those are solid fellows, so they stay hot a long time.
Right.
But if you're doing blown pieces, we say time's up. We got to go heat it. So you have like 30 seconds.
That's it.
Oh, small window.
Yeah. Unless if it's thinner and more delicate. But if it's something as big as your head, of course you have 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
It's going to take forever to cool a little bit.
There you go. That's exactly right.
What's the most elaborate thing in your 30-year career that you've made?
Oh, most elaborate, biggest is a piece that hangs in the entryway at Community North Hospital.
Oh.
And so it's metal and glass hanging sculpture on multi-layers. So I did the metal sculpture and then all the glass pieces that mount onto it. When they had remodeled that whole hospital, they reached out with their foundation dollars and hired artists to do the whole decorating in the interior.
I love that.
Super terrific. Like,
Everyone should do
kept
that.
the
Hire
artwork
artists to make it cool, you know?
and local.
Yeah.
And so they commissioned me with foundation dollars to do this very large metal hanging piece that's over the entryway.
How do you begin to even start a piece like that where it's like, okay, this is a huge, literally huge, giant project, you know? I mean, there's so many pieces.
And how long did it take?
Yeah.
It did take a number of months, and they planned so well. It was a really smart way that they approached us, obviously deadline and stuff, but I got to work with structural engineers and the electrical people and planned that whole thing to make sure their ceiling would hold the weight of what I was building.
Oh, yeah.
And how to bring it in components and be able to assemble it, disassemble it, get it up on like a 2-floor lift to get it installed.
Oh, wow.
It was fun.
That kind of reminds me of the Children's Museum, like,
There
you know, the 4, and then there's just this glass art thing. It's huge, so fun. Wow, to make a project like that, just really cool. I mean, I don't know. Did you like sketch it out first? You're just like,
Many.
right,
Yeah.
just all the sketches,
Yes.
probably.
And you
to do.
probably didn't have anything there on site either, right? Like you were kind of
Bringing it in.
back and forth between like building it partially and blowing the glass and all that and then transporting it.
That's exactly right. So truly the biggest challenge of the whole thing after making all the components was to disassemble after assembly at home in multiple parts, crate it, get it into, I keep smacking that, Community North.
It's like my ears are in the crucible right now. It's okay.
I don't think he knows what that means.
I know.
He doesn't understand what
It just
that means.
sounds intense.
But then to reinstall it, and I tell you, I had the best glass artist backing me because it was a commission for my own personal commission.
Yeah.
But all the ones helped me because it's like, okay, help me with the metal and help me with the pieces to be efficient. And if you watch glass blowing in teams, they're fabulous separate skill sets. And so the people that were, you know, just there to support me and back me, it's a small glass community, like they totally rallied. And
You're like, yes,
thank you.
Oh,
No,
and I
really,
bet
it
you're
was
so
back then.
proud of that.
They were awesome. They were awesome. That we had
Fun.
some seriously long
Shot
days
at you
of
doing
work.
your thing there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, there you go.
Look
That's at my
that.
home studio. Yeah.
Oh, man. So satisfying, just turning it.
So the person at this end that you can't see has to be just as skillful. They've got to know when to go get it hot again and delicately bring it back.
And they're like rotating it and stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's all in motion, and
Wow.
they have to know when I say stop, I need to stick this on. I'm using gloves where I literally picked up all those little hot flowers and stuck them hot on the side. We have
These gloves are thick.
not thick because you need to have ability to
You
function.
gotta be able to
like
move,
good,
right.
Good gloves outside in the cold. You want to be able to have control. But they're able to pick up 1,000-degree piece of glass and stick it on the side.
That's good for me, you know.
So it's always great to have the crew around you, and that's who we are at Glass Arts Indiana.
That is
too.
so cool
That's
to see a
awesome.
crew doing it, and just the fast pace.
Yes.
You know, the spinning and the like. My favorite is the chopping. Like when someone gets to chop the glass, I'm like, yeah.
It's bizarre, actually.
It's just like it looks like taffy or something. It's crazy.
Good
Oh, that's good,
term.
yeah.
That's exactly right.
It's just
We say-
it's so
Does
watery.
does it taste like taffy?
No, don't taste it.
we're gonna, it cuts like room temperature peanut butter if you have a great temperature.
Right, snip it.
Wonk, and
That
pop.
is my favorite.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of it. It just is like very satisfying to me. Snip. You snip it. Oh, and you're like snipping something up like that.
yeah.
Oh wow!
It's
I've only
elaborate.
seen like something stretch out and then you snip it. But just to snip a lot, that would be crazy. You know.
big long shears. We like it.
Is that kind of maybe how their scarves? You know, you're like snipping it and then you kind of wrap it around.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
just
and their
different
little
pieces.
hat, snip.
Little
Yeah.
snip, little bloop.
Yeah,
Little
and
snippy snip.
then your job is to finish wrapping it around or giving him his little hat as flair.
Yeah, and the
tip
tiny
down.
little face too. That would be the hardest probably. Is just getting a little bloop instead of like, you know, just big mouths.
Look at that little guy.
You would have to
Delicate.
work into that. We do the face.
You do the face, yeah. The face would be hard to fix if I did it. Ah!
Calm down, Renee.
It would be like raw.
So a good
love
place or a good time place and time to see you guys in action would be at Circle City Industrial Complex
Yep.
on first Fridays?
Yes, first Friday, 6 to 9.
Okay, you guys are just kind of doing your thing, and
Yep.
people are. I think Renee and I have been through there a couple times, and we get hung up just sitting there with our mouths open, like wow.
Yeah, so much to see. Very cool. And just
Yeah.
seeing the art and everything going
It's
on.
like 1,000 degrees in there.
We love it.
You're
Yeah.
like I live for it. You'd be good at hot yoga. My friends try to get me to. I do not do yoga at all. Like I'm not flexible. But my girlfriends try to get me to do hot yoga. And I'm like, no, listen, I would pass out. Is that how you feel when you're like furnacing?
It's
Like
great.
you're
Oh my
like
God,
you're
this
down
is-
for it.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Hot blooded, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to be to do that.
Get
Like
used to it. Yeah, no.
lifetime of misery, if not. I love the glass blowing, but this heat, just if there's a way to.
So we have fair weather glass blowers.
Yeah.
If it's cool, they can work. But if it's summertime, they're not. They can't do it.
Oh, name
It's
some names.
hot on top
No,
of
I'm just
hot.
kidding.
And that's true. Some people's bodies never acclimate to cooling properly to be in hot, humid in
Right.
front of the equipment. They just
Just
can't
so
do it.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need it to be 65 degrees at all
Oh.
times.
He keeps his cell phone here. Are you cold? You got a jacket on. I'm glad.
I took it off just because we were going to be on camera, but I need to put it.
It's,
back
it's
on.
a little cold in here. Listen, Lisa, he keeps it cold. And it's nice when you're kind of live and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and these don't draw any heat, these lights that we have and stuff, but it's nice to have it a little cool in here. But no, we out here.
Yeah. The old school, we'd be sweating. So I'm
Exactly.
glad,
You'd
you
be
know,
just
on camera,
sweating
I'm
and
glad
it's
it's not,
glaring at
know.
you. Yeah. Technology. Jason, how are we doing with the gift card giveaway? I know you said
Yeah,
you were
let me
going to give a
check.
free gift card. Can you like say that so people can do that?
Yeah,
The first one.
Go to Spotify, find In the Loop TV show on Spotify on your phone, and if you scroll up at the bottom there, you will see in like our last few releases, like our last 4 releases, I think, you'll see a Q&A type of thing, just a question that you can answer. It doesn't have to be elaborate, nothing like that, and also a poll. So it's like kind of different answers. You can just choose one. Like what did this episode mean to you? You know, that kind of stuff. So it's really easy. So I said first one that gets over there and does that, I will give away one of these gift cards. So
$50,
super easy.
y'all.
So all you gotta do is be
$50.
first.
So go to Spotify in the Loop page and answer the poll and the question, and the first one gets that $50
right.
gift card. We are also we're having another gift card giveaway. We've been trying to give this away. We need 100
Ongoing.
entries. We had
giveaway has
20 last
ended.
week. Oh, how many do we have?
Well, at 28 still.
Y'all,
I don't know why these people don't want free stuff.
have you been to the district tub? Yummy.
I have not. No, I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah, they have a few locations. One's downtown.
Go make a comment on our Spotify.
Downtown on Georgia Street. Yeah, win the gift card.
Hey,
Lisa.
first is first.
They're gonna look us up on Spotify anyways. Like, get on there and
And just answer the
Yeah,
poll. Get that
yeah.
free gift card. No, they've got great food and great TVs all around. It's just really.
There's one on the north side too, but that downtown location is pretty fun. Georgia Street right there,
downtown.
outdoor seating. which you would not like during the winter, the winter time. But
So to find you, we go to glassartsindiana.org. Like
William Willett said he just did that. So I'll verify that later. And
all right, William.
he beat you to it, Lisa. You snooze, you lose.
I'm about to do the damn poll.
I'm still sitting in front of the mic with my headset.
Yeah, I don't have time, William. William Willett, you got it.
But he had asked earlier about able to come in and pick a color to create with, as the other person did, and absolutely, we have the largest selection of color, so you can pick your one or two favorites.
Yeah,
Favorite color.
That's awesome. And you show people how to mix it, what matches well with each colors. I never really thought about that. Thank you, William. He says, miss you guys. Thanks for the great content. Thank you so much. Miss you too, buddy. We'll see you soon. I'm sure at one of the next big parties that we're having.
William's a model, so we usually see him when we're, centered around a modeling event or Midwest Fashion Week, something like that. So
yeah.
And he's an actor. He looks like an old school James Bond.
Yeah, very nice cat. Very
Sharp
nice.
dresser.
So y'all check out glassartsindiana.org and all the
Get on one of these events before they
classes.
sell out of everything.
Yeah, so cool. We'll be there.
I'll
Some of the
keep them
following
coming.
ones.
I'll keep them coming.
Keep 'em coming.
I think
That's
that's
right.
great. And like Jason said, he thought it was one event. No, girl. It's a lot of events. You guys are just keeping steady. I love it. And this is such a wonderful art that just everyone needs to come experience. It's so cool. You do groups and parties and special events and stuff like that.
Good for the family. Bring the family.
Absolutely. Learn about glass blowing.
Teach your kid about hot surfaces. It's never too soon. I'm going to send all the hoodlums to you, Lisa, after your shoe comments.
She said no.
Kids do great.
Kids are probably better. They got steady hands.
They do. They're like tunnel vision. They go, when we hear people say, "Oh, my kid doesn't pay attention," it's like, no, we got their attention.
They're probably like just hyper focused on what they're trying to do, and the
really
adults are like doo-sa-doo. Wait, what was that last step, Lisa? Pay attention, people.
You got in there?
No.
You like nail
Adults are crazy, and I'm sure there's a bar present and stuff like that. Like they're missing steps. No, y'all, we need to listen about this. So what's going on? Oh, the steps are important, right?
That's right.
I'm sure you had some just flubs too, and that were really, for me, it's like failures kind of make me, make us grow, right? So it's like you gotta learn how to, just things like break on you if you cool it too quick. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yes, that's why on large elaborate pieces, you are counting on your co-artist to say, I got to go flash it, is what it's called. But failing, we like to see the people because we can gauge your personality. If you come in and you can't tolerate failing, you can't be a glass artist. You just can't.
It's gonna,
that didn't work out. Let's try it again. Let's do it again. We'll do better.
We'll do better, right? Because you got to learn the process and just what to do's and not to do's of it, and then you'll be creating some beautiful art before you know it. Not like the professionals out here, like Miss Lisa out here. My snow blob would be. These are amazing. Mine would be.
There are no snow people that aren't cute.
That's so true. They're all cute,
especially with their snazzy hats.
Their snazzy
hats.
Made of molten lava.
Well, we really appreciate you coming out on the show. It's been so much fun. Glass Arts Indiana, y'all. Like we said, check it out. There's so many events, so much to do. A lot of these are selling out. You need to get on there quick. Super fun. glassartsindiana.org is where you can find it, or on the Facebook, and it'll take you to the Eventbrite. And they'll get you your tickets. So much fun. And you're doing this for a while. I've been in the New Year, just constantly all year round, basically. So there's always something to do.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, there's always something to do at Glass Arts Indiana, baby.
That's right. Thank you. That is true.
All right. Shall we wrap this up?
Yes. Thank you, Miss Lisa, for being on the show.
This is awesome.
I cannot wait to come and blow some glass and learn from you and learn the ins and outs of glass blowing.
Perfect.
We'll be there soon.
All right.
I'll bring one of those cool wraps that you put around your neck to keep you kind of cool. And short shorts.
Ice packs in his
like
pocket.
A cut-off shirt. No, I'm not going to do that.
Come on.
Wouldn't do that.
You're going to get a little toasty.
Although after you're... Oh, yeah, right. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, Thursdays, Saturdays, podcast platforms, in the hotels. We're everywhere. We love this city, and we love sharing people and events and places and non-for-profits. Which you guys are non-for-profit. Did we mention that?
No,
Yeah.
501c3.
Yeah, 501c3 not-for-profit. Just teaching people how to blow up glass. Something like that.
Good phrase. I got to try it. Yeah.
Don't blow it up.
Blow it up. Let's blow this up. Let's blow this. Just show up.
Son of a gun.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to our viewers and ABC and all of our sponsors. We really appreciate you. And thank you, Miss Lisa Pelo, for coming on the show once again. We will see you guys next time on In the Loop TV show.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, little guys.
Live stream Thursday at 7, Saturday at midnight on ABC, and 24/7 inside Indianapolis hotels.